Well, hello everybody. I'm here today with my August Tsunami Rose Design Team book, and I've titled this one Grow, and I think you'll see why in a little bit. This one was a lot of fun because the images that Daisy has, they just make me so happy. So I used a bunch, as you can see on the front cover. And this is a cereal box or snack cake box, whatever. And seam binding that was a cream color, but I dyed it with those distress stains. And this is a napkin from Maria in Germany. And I decoupaged some of Daisy's flowers on there, made a little pocket. Back, the same thing. That's one of her pretty flowers. Did a little bit of stamping, just took little pieces and parts. And it started out small, but it grew. They usually do, don't they? The tags in the front I made after watching Dolly's video on how to play with distress stains to make your tags look kind of old and grungy. So that's what that is. And Miss Shayna gave me this really pretty butterfly, so I just added that. And we'll just go on in here if I can get it undone. Lots of antique lace in here. And the design that she sent, it's a lot of ledger paper with flowers superimposed on it. And it just reminded me of maybe a girl that worked in a flower shop, and she was maybe taking spare pages and writing down her thoughts in the back room while she worked on the flower arrangements or something. That's just the feel that I got from these designs this month. They're really pretty. There's several different kinds, and they all have really pretty flowers on them. So that's what my little inspiration was. And there you can really see the little ledger paper. I did a lot of sewing in this one. Here's just a little envelope with a card, one of the tags that I made. And here's some sewing with some of her flowers decoupaged on there. This is an old statement book. This is some of her new ephemera. And I had extra pages, so I just turned them into some writing paper. This is a decoupage paper. The lady that runs our thrift store, she saves all this stuff for me because she knows I like it. This is one of Daisy's new envelopes with the note paper in it. Really pretty. And I had previously coffee dyed all of this paper before I ran it through my printer, which I found works really well as long as the paper's flat. So you have to make sure that it's nice and flat, and then you can run it through. And I used the presentation paper that Julie Kay told me about, and it just turns out feeling like velvet. I really like it. This is one of Daisy's tags that printed a little funky. I was running out of ink, so I just tore off the bad spot. And this is one of her cards. This is some packaging that I didn't want to throw away, so I put one of her flowers on it. This is another one of Dolly's cards that I use scraps on. This is some more of Daisy's stuff. This is one of her cards. And her big flowers, I fussy cut some of them, and they make great little pockets. There's the first middle. And here's an old statement piece of paper, and I just kind of decoupaged some stuff in there. Some more tags that I made. Here's a tag that I made. Here's some more of her paper. This saying here is from the Rose of Bloom, or excuse me, the Life of Bloom kit, but it just shows you how everything goes together in her kits. There's another one of her flowers. This is a fold out. And again, scraps with Dolly's technique. This is one of Daisy's book page envelopes, or pockets, I should say. Really nice. Print them and cut them out, and you've got a great little pocket. And some more of her pages. This is one of her Melinda's tags that I made with Daisy's printables. Another one of her cards. This is one of her flowers that I fussy cut and put on a piece of tracing paper. And on the other side is a little scrap piece with some scrap tags that I made. This, I just decoupaged one of her flowers onto a little doily. And the pages come distressed like this. So you barely have to do any distressing at all. Here's another one of her pockets. This one's really pretty, and this is another, her big flowers. I believe these I bought from her and they were already cut. So I just cut it down to size and made this cool little pocket there. There's some more of her ephemera. I had some pages left over, sewed little pockets on. Another one of her flowers, and there's a little pocket here, decoupaged onto a glassine. That's one of my tags that I made out of scraps, and I put some of her flowers on there. And had some more scraps of her paper there. So I made little pockets and banners there. And this presentation paper, you can sew on it, and it's so nice to sew on too. So just all kinds of little goodies here. This is origami paper, but this one is more like a grid paper that's in that kit, so that's really nice. This is a big envelope with one of Dolly's inspired tags. And with my leftovers, I made this little mini journal with all of Daisy's pieces and parts in there. And this little pocket was obviously her design as well. And some more paper that I just had left over for writing paper. This is a true journal. We were talking about that in Texas. The difference between a true journal and a conversation piece kind of journal. This one's really a true journal. And this is one of Dolly's tags, and in Texas I splurged and I bought the Tim Holtz Botanical Ephemera, which I've been wanting forever. That's one of them. This is another one, and I just turned it into a little double tuck there. And these little bad boys were at the dollar store. Another one of her flowers with some pieces and parts of ephemera. There's one of my fold-out doilies that I also coffee stained. And her little ephemera piece here I just turned into a tuck with another flower on a tag. And there's the end of that. And that is another piece of her ephemera that I used for the back cover. So that's that. And I really like this one. It was a lot of fun to work on because it's so flowery and pretty. And I had a lot of fun. And thank you so much for watching. And everybody have a great weekend. Bye.